Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is going to be an additional video.
That gathering won't find itself, you know?
Nice.
Move it.
Oh my god. NPCs, ladies and gentlemen. God of War Ragnarok, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the video is to go over my abilities for the people that want to follow my character on my walkthrough. Somebody asked in the comments what I was picking, what I was selecting, because I've not been showing it, I've actually been editing it out. And I want to go over it quickly here, guys. This is New Game Plus, by the way. This is after I've done the walkthrough. This is upon completion. And we're just going to go through some things that I recommend and that what I'm going to be choosing and what I'm not going to be choosing. So I'm level 20. I've got 6 points left unused. And on the first tree over here, ladies and gentlemen, I will be using the Fist of Steel upgrade. I will not be using the Great Finish. And this one is mandatory, I believe. You get this as a plot point. For the pistol, I don't use the mid-air shot. It's not because it's not good. I actually think it's really good. It's just I use the points on other places because you can do this anyway just by fanning the trigger. I get the extra bullet because the pistol comes in handy. I get the electric bullet because it's really good against the leech projectile characters, and just it's good at stacking damage when you're doing other things. This right here is the crippling rod. I don't use any of this because it's health orientated. However, that skill there can come in handy, but this is so powerful, you really don't need it. Over here, I go for the weak spot bullet replenishment. This to me is absolutely essential. Then I go for the increased damage. I use the rifle a lot. If you use the rifle as much as I do, you should pick this up. I do not like this skill. I do not recommend it unless you really do enjoy it. As for the crossbow, everything. Crossbow is absolutely phenomenal. I would prioritize getting the double bolts because it's just so good, but the electricity is amazing and the extra additional bolts are great too. And as far as the Gatling gun goes, I actually didn't find this upgrade, sadly. And I don't choose this one because it gives you invincibility and it's not what I'm looking for. I chose this one for the more damage. I really like this upgrade. It seems pretty cool. And then for this, shotgun-wise, I have the At the Ready and I have Snapshot. I don't have this. It's not because it's not good. It's just because at the time when I was playing, I couldn't afford it and I was picking other things. I actually really like this upgrade, but for the walkthrough, I didn't use it. Flamethrower, I have everything. Flamethrower is one of the strongest weapons in the game that no one's using. You should use it. And as for the bombs, I put the one that gives you more damage. This one's really good, but it blinds you and makes it easy to take damage. And this one, I didn't actually know if this becomes more damaging or less damaging because it splits it up, so I didn't go with it. You can, it might be really good. I didn't. And then as far as perks go, this is my first perk tree here. So I like to have the timing on the additional combos. I do not buy this. I've not experimented with any of this yet. I'm not really interested at the moment. I like this one. For this tree, I go for Icarus for the energy. I was using that to experiment, but it never really seemed like anything too good, and it does use batteries. So because my build is about getting batteries and using superpower, I didn't actually use either of these. This here is Quake. This move is really good, but because it spends batteries, I didn't prioritize it. This down here I think is the best move in the game, because when you buy that, you can buy this, and this right here can literally carry you through the entire game. It's that good. Here's all the healing stuff. This is the stuff I'll be completely avoiding, which is a shame, but you know, it's just one of those things. I wish this tree was something else. I think it's a waste of time. And then down here, I have the additional TNT radius. I didn't find this upgrade, sadly, and then these are healing, so I avoid them. And then the final tree is just this one. I use the top combo here, guys, because it gives you the ability to do more damage with the enhanced combo, or the E combo. This combo you do a lot, it makes sense to prioritize it. In here, this is a fun move to use, but I noticed I was getting hit a lot when I tried to do it with groups, so use it sparingly, but it is very fun. This move right here is one of the most powerful moves in the game. If you get this, you've already won. This is where the real damage comes from, this bad boy here. The supercharge mode is pretty crazy. It's such a good move. And then this makes it a little bit better. This over here makes it cost an extra battery, but it does do more ambient damage. I think that's a really good upgrade, but again, I chose not to use it. This one here is really good against projectiles, but I don't buy it because I want to deal with projectiles before I get this one answer is a response to every projectile. If you can learn to navigate projectiles, you don't need to buy this. However, it's a good choice if you want to block them, you know? And then this one here is amazing, but because I didn't buy this, I'll never be able to buy it. So it's kind of the limitations of the system right there. And then over here we have the pick it up. I get that so I can get the extra battery here. This is kind of good. Having the executions to refill your batteries is very powerful. Piece of behind the scenes information, I actually had this upgrade before I respect and then I forgot to buy it back. So it's just one of those things. I've never actually used that move. And then down here, I used this on my first playthrough. I really like it, but I noticed I was using the energy to give me superpower, so this doesn't seem as enjoyable if you're going to play that way. And then this one is, this changes health pickups into energy. This is the most powerful skill in the game if you're going to do my build, because every time you kill enemies and they drop health, when you do executions and such, you're going to get the capacity to go back into this mode, and supercharged mode is the most powerful thing in the game. But that's my guy, guys. Feel free to slow it down and read them slowly and whatnot, but that's what I picked, that's what I chose, and that's what I'll be using to get to the end of the game. But thank you for watching. I hope the guide helps, and shout out to the guy that essentially motivated me to make this. You take care now.